Alright, At your approach, the dais glows with a crimson light that pulsates like a living heart. Shimmering waves of silvery radiance sweep the steps, and a chorus of voices, soft and serenic, echo through the upper reaches of the chamber. You surrender yourself to instinct and step upon the dais, cupping your hands before you and raising your face to the roof. A golden light pours out of the darkness, soaking you in the brilliance and filling your senses with glowing warmth. A gasp of awe arises from the tiers, now crowded with reptilians. They are the Crocarics, the guardians of this city, the stewards of the Lorestone, who were placed here by the great god Kai. With joy and sorrow they have gathered to witness the fulfillment of their purpose, for your coming marks the end of their stewardship and the beginning of their demise. High above you, a shadow is taking form, the core of the golden light. It is a dark and leathery shape like an egg. Slowly it breaks and peels open to reveal the sparkling crystal sphere. It is the Lorestone of Tao, the object of your quest. A warm tingling runs through your body as the Lorestone descends into your hands, and you touch the crystal. As you touch the crystal, your senses become charged with new vitality, and obliterates the fatigue of your ordeals and fills you with a newfound wisdom and strength. Restore your endurance points to the original score. Yay! Then we have a picture of the black leathery egg cocoon thing. Then a swirl of color engulfs your body and you feel yourself fall forward into the throat of the spinning vortex. The chamber dissolves and you begin to rise at an ever-increasing speed, as if you were falling upwards. A surge of light makes you close your eyes, but it passes in an instant, and you find yourself staring down at an incredible and terrible sight. You look upon the city of Tao from the balcony of a tall tower, the spire of the Thalis Temple, situated at the heart of the Rainbow Park. It is noon, but there is no brightness in this day. A gray blanket of smoke covers the sky. Below you lies a shattered city, its once proud buildings now seething infernos, its streets and squares choked with rubble. Hasty defenses have been constructed where the city wall is holed or fallen, and the battlements to the north and east are covered with unburied dead. And here we have a city of Tao, or a picture of the city of Tao, and see how big it really is. Beyond the wall, the flats lie shrouded in mist that curls like smoke of 1,000 campfires. Its thickness is unnatural, and you sense at once that it has been conjured to hide the enemy. You leave the tower and make your way through the burning streets towards the West District, where the fighting at the wall is fiercest. You pass the smoldering ruins of the Honorium and take a fire-swept street that leads to the West Gate. A building at the end of the street is being used as shelter for the wounded. The roof has caught fire and a handful of soldiers are trying desperately to evacuate the wounded before it collapses. If you wish to help these soldiers, I do. The first floor is soon set ablaze as the wind whips the roof fire into a raging inferno. A soldier, his face and uniform completely blackened by soot, staggers down the stairs and collapses into your arms. "The captain's up there," he croaks, his throat burned and inhaling the scorched air. "He went to save his brother just before the roof caught." If you have the Magna Chi discipline of Nexus? No, I don't. You start up the stairs, but the first floor is already engulfed in flames. A gust of wind whips the fire down the stairwell, scorching your face and tunic. But I have the platinum amulet, so that shouldn't be a problem. You know what? Maybe if I have the platinum amulet? No, because that actually puts out the fire. Oh well. So I won't lose the 2 endurance points, at least. Unable to help those who have been caught in the inferno, you leave the house sadly and hurry towards the West Gate. Aww. You reach the West Gate and climb the body-strewn stairs to the battlements. On this side of the city, the mist is less dense, and you can see regiments of Drakarim's warriors advancing in lines towards the great moat. Behind them are trundled huge machines of war designed to fire canisters of boiling oil and red-hot liquid metal over the city wall. Cavalry waits in reserve, while siege towers and their catapults are hauled forward by lumbering Gorokas and muscular leathery Zol. We have a picture of the siege going on. Good times. Actually, you know what? Oh, it requires battle music. Alright. At the foot of the wall, a unit of Salinese engineers are repairing the damage done to a bridge they constructed during the night. They have only one more plank to lay before to make the bridge safe and enable a squad of Drakarm assault troopers to reach the west gate. You see a soldier creep to the edge of the bridge and raise a large screen to protect the engineer who is laying the final plank. If you have a bow and wish to use it, I do. The Drakarm assault troopers crouch behind their oblong shields, waiting for their chance to storm the gate. You draw an arrow and take aim at the engineer's screen. You will have only a second in which to fire as he steps forward to slip the final plank into place. Pick a number on the random number table. If you have the Magna Discipline of Weapon Mastery, add 3 to the number you pick. Plus 3 because it's a silver bow, so as long as I don't get 0, I got this. You dick of a random number generator. I hate you! You... So much hate directed at... honestly. I have the worst luck ever. The instant the engineer leans forward to lay the plank into place, you let loose your arrow. Unfortunately, the soldier who holds the screen sees it approach and moves to intercept it. The shaft sinks harmlessly into the leather-covered screen, and the bridge is completed with 2 blows of the engineer's hammer. Skag Drakarm! Scream the Drakar assault troopers as they blow a hole in the western gate. If you wish to help defend the western gate, yes I do. You hurry down the stone stairs that lead to the west gate arch. The gate has been holed by an explosive crystal, and red-cloaked Drakarm assault troopers pour through the ragged gap. These evil warriors fight like fanatics, seemingly oblivious to any wounds they sustain. The gate guards are soon cut down, and you are faced by 3 of these gruesome, fearsome warriors. You must fight all 3 as one enemy, and we have a picture of them marching towards us. Let's do this! Let's get them on! Owing to their state of battle frenzy, the enemies are immune to Mind Blast. Alright, they have a combat skill of 30. Alright, I have a combat skill of 27. That's not good. Holy crap. Yeah, I told you these fights get hard. 30. Endurance, 42. Whew. Let's do this. Alright, round number 8. The enemy took 8 damage. I took 1 damage. Enemy took 7 damage. I took 2 damage. Enemy took 10. I took 0. So they're down to 17. I'm down to 37. They're down to 7. I'm at 37. They're down to 6. I'm at 31. They're down to 2. I'm at 27. They're dead, and I'm down to 27 hit points. Holy cow. I got him. Take that, punks. You leap over the bodies of the dead Drakarm and rush forward to plug the hole at the west gate. Inspired by a heroic action, the scattered gate guards rally themselves and erect a makeshift barricade to seal the breach. When the door is secure, you leave the west gate and follow the battlements north towards the sound of renewed battle. An open wagon drawn by a team of battle-scarred horses hurtles along the street that borders the city wall. Standing beside the driver is a captain of the Senate House Guard. His thick black hair billows out behind him like the wings of an eagle, and he calls desperately for reinforcements to the north gate. If you wish to answer his call by leaping on the wagon, sure, why not? The wagon races along the rubble-strewn street towards the tower, one of the many that reinforce the city wall. Standing at the top of the tower is your companion, Baindon. You ask the captain to stop and let you speak to your old friend, but he refuses to even slow down. I must reach the north gate without delay, he bellows, and whips the horses to increase their speed. You have the Magic Discipline of Divination. I do. You have a strong premonition that death will befall you if you stay aboard the wagon. Okay. If you wish to heed your Kai sense and leap from the speeding wagon, yes I do. You search the road ahead for somewhere to the south to land, but the surface is strewn with sharp boulders. Pick a number on the random number table. If you have the Magic Discipline of Hunt Mastery, add 3. I might as well just say I'm screwed. Because 8! Oh, you... God! Oh. Alright. Thank you, random number table. You dive, roll twice, and bounce to your feet, suffering nothing more serious than a scratched shoulder, and a bruised knee. Lose 1 endurance point. Alright, well, I've already recovered 5, so I'll just say I've recovered 4 now. So I'm up to 31 again. The iron door to the tower is unlocked, and you enter unopposed. At the top of the steep stone steps, you find a ladder to a trap door. Quickly, you climb the ladder and emerge on the roof. "By the gods!" exclaims Baindon when you appear. "My prayers have been answered. You are alive, Lone Wolf. You are alive!" Tears of joy fill his eyes as he welcomes your return warmly. He and his mentor Chiban have been viewing the siege from the vantage point for the last 3 days. From his position, they control the movement of the few reserves allocated to the north and west city walls, using them to fill gaps where the enemy's attacks have weakened the defenses. Baindon recounts how the siege has progressed, how twice the enemy have broken into the city and been repelled by the determined defenders. Attacks from the air have set the city ablaze, but the enemy have lost great numbers of their flying Kran, and now they are too weak to dare use the few that remain. The Anarunum was destroyed in the first few hours of the siege, and many senators lost their lives, including Senator Chill and the President Toltuda. Then he asks of your quest and is overjoyed to hear the success. "The gods smile on you, Lone Wolf. So long as there is hope so long as you live, there is hope for us all." Relentlessly, the enemy pour their fire. You know what? I might as well just give the 1 extra hit point I just gained. Relentlessly, the enemy pour their fire upon the north and west city walls until the black sky above Tao takes on a vivid scarlet glow. The defenders look to their weapons uneasily and pray that the gods are with them, at least until dawn. And when the first rays of dawn show light above the eastern hills, no mist enshroud the armies of Dark Lord Nag. They are massed in all their glory, awaiting the order to attack. You cast your eye across the Sea of Doom and mark the many regiments of evil that are ranged against the walls of Tao.